Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. Well, it's late because we've had some internet issues, and of course, I'm sure we all heard about the recent debacle with the memorial video, with half of it being muted, thanks to the stupid microphone. But I think we're good. We're going to get caught up, and I'm sure we want to talk a follow-up on that Red Eagle video coming up later today. But let's go ahead and get started. It is our 2026 election night, and we're looking at the United States Senate. The control of the Senate is up in the balance. However, Republicans feel very confident that they will end up carrying it at the end of the night. It's really if Republicans can extend their rule and if Democrats can actually pick up seats to put the Senate in control in 2028. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with 7 o'clock states. We have Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we can make a projection in the state of Kentucky. They are electing a new senator, and that senator will be, I will go ahead and say that it will be Andy Barr. Looks like Andy Barr will be, I would say Andy Barr over Daniel Cameron, because Barr is actually more popular. He's a U.S. congressman, so I'll go ahead and say it's Andy Barr. Andy Barr will become the next senator in said Kentucky. He is elected to the said House of the United States Senate. What am I thinking? All right, and then next coming up is the state of Virginia. Commonwealth of Virginia, of course, no surprise here, Mark Warner, he will win re-election. He's been in the Senate for a while, but Virginia is relatively pretty blue, and the Virginia GOP doesn't really have people running. I mean, you could have Glenn Youngkin run or something, but nothing too big there. Lindsey Graham is winning re-election in South Carolina. Georgia is too close to call, and in Florida, Ashley Moody is elected to a full term in the Senate. All right, these are our 7 o'clock states, and Democrats lead so far. That lead's going to drop, though. 35 to 34, you'll see it's pretty close. Republicans have won 3 states. Democrats have carried 1. All right, we have 3 states closing at 7:30: Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. We can make a projection in West Virginia that Miss Capito will win re-election, Senator Capito. In Ohio, the former lieutenant governor, now senator, John Hunstead, will win a full term in the United States Senate. All right, North Carolina is too close to call, expectedly. All right, this is our current map. Republicans have taken the lead, 36 to 35. Remember, 51 is needed in order to obtain the majority in the Senate. All right, you got the 8 o'clock closing states going forward, starting with the state of Maine. That is a battleground state. That is too close to call. New Hampshire is going Democratic. Chris Pappas is going to be the next senator of New Hampshire. In Massachusetts, we can project that, I think it's Ed Markey. Yes, Ed Markey is elected the next senator. I mean, re-elected senator in Massachusetts. It's late. Jack Reed is re-elected in Rhode Island. All right, Cory Booker is re-elected in New Jersey. In Delaware, we can make a projection that Chris Coons is re-elected. In Alabama, they have elected a new senator with the current senator, Tommy Tuberville, now running for the governor's mansion. Alabama has elected Steve Marshall, the Attorney General of Alabama, to the Senate. Tennessee, we can make a projection that the current senator there, Bill Hagerty, will win re-election. Michigan is too close to call. Illinois, as electing a new senator, with that being, we are going to go ahead and say that it will likely be, it could either be Julia Stratton or Robin Kelly. I don't know. It depends on the endorsements. I will go ahead and say it's going to be Kelly. All right. Kelly, because she is a U.S. representative. Looking at Mississippi, that is going for the current Congresswoman, Cindy Hyde-Smith. She's more of a weaker senator, but Mississippi is reliably a pretty Republican state for the most part. If it can vote for Tate Reeves, it can vote for her. Definitely. In Texas, we can make a projection that John Cornyn, is it John Cornyn? Because he is not leading in the polls. He's doing very badly in the polls against Ken Paxton. So we'll say it's going to be Ken Paxton. Paxton will win the said Senate election in Texas. In Oklahoma, we can make a projection that Markwayne Mullin is winning a full term. In Kansas, we can make a projection that Pete Ricketts is actually, what? Pete Ricketts. No, that's Nebraska. What am I talking about? Kansas. Yes. That is specifically going to be carried by Roger Marshall. He is winning re-election. All right. This is our current map. 42 to 41. It's like a close race. But I'm telling you, it's going to get pretty tight as we continue head west. All right, Arkansas, 8:30. We know where that's going to go. Tom Cotton is winning re-election in the state of Arkansas. All right, our states here at 8:30, 43 to 41. Republicans lead. At 9 p.m., we are ready to make a couple projections. All right, starting with Louisiana. No doubt about it. I want to believe it's Bill Cassidy that has won re-election in the state of Louisiana. In Nebraska, Pete Ricketts is winning a full term in the United States Senate. In Iowa, Joni Ernst is winning a third term. In South Dakota, we can make a projection that Mike Rounds is rounding it up for another term. In Minnesota, we can project that I want to believe it's likely going to be Peggy Flanagan, the lieutenant governor. She is overwhelmingly, but she is favored in the primary polling. But yes, she is going to be the winner in this. She'll be the next senator from Minnesota. In Wyoming is going for the incumbent Cynthia Limnis, or whatever her name is called. In Colorado, we can project that John Hickenlooper will win re-election. In New Mexico, we can project that Ben-Ray Lujan will win re-election. All right, this is our current scenario map. Let's go ahead. It's now 10 o'clock p.m. Closing this hour starting the hour with the projection of 48 seats for the Republicans, 44 seats for Democrats. Okay? We got one state closing at 10 p.m., and that is Montana. In Montana, there is speculation of possibly Tester running again, but I think just they're done with Tester in general. And I think he's done too. He's getting up there in age. But Steve Daines will win re-election. No surprise. All right. Looking at, let's go ahead and call a couple battlegrounds, shall we? Let's start with North Carolina. We're going to go ahead and project that North Carolina. Thom Tillis will win re-election in the state of North Carolina. Oh boy. There we go. Just getting stuck a little bit. Republicans keeping a pivotal seat that they need to keep in order, I would say, to expand the Senate. They have hold a seat. But let's see if they can flip a seat. And that's really the question we have. In Georgia, it is too close to call. Likelihood that this is going to go into a runoff is high. All right. Let's go ahead and cover the Pacific Coast now. Idaho will go for Republicans, Oregon for Democrats, and just like that, Republicans are projected to win the United States Senate. All right, so this is your map so far, with Michigan, Alaska, Georgia, and Maine too close to call. 3 too close to call. Maine has actually not closed their polls. So, we'll go ahead and make a projection. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Jon Ossoff will win re-election in Georgia. Likely, according to polls, likely not going into a runoff, which is interesting. We'll see how that actually plays out on election day. But this is what we have so far. Democrats held a vulnerable seat. Let's see here. Alaska, we can project that Dan Sullivan will win re-election. Coming down from the two battleground states of Maine and Michigan, we can project that Susan Collins will win re-election in Maine. And finally, in the state of Michigan, the final result has the new senator, Haley Stevens, winning. And there you guys have it. For the very first time, and I believe in U.S. history, as far as I know, this is the very first time that there has been no pickup from any party. We've seen the first time in years, last year, where Republicans and Democrats didn't pick up any governor seats. No changes in the governor seats in 2024. This could be in the Senate, and it very well could be. You could see Fetterman, Democrats didn't pick up any seats other than the Pennsylvania seat. But if Fetterman would have lost to Oz in 2022, then you would have saw that year being the very first. But obviously, this could be a very close one. But anyway, what do you guys think in regards to this video? I think Republicans got what they wanted. Now, they didn't expand, but they can breathe a sigh of relief. If Democrats flipped Maine, or that's something what they're going to have to rely on is Susan Collins not running. Republicans are in trouble for 2028. That means the Senate is... that deadlock is there's no deadlock in 2028, meaning that Democrats can. It's a path for them, but there's a path. It's a little longer, but there is a path for Democrats to win the Senate in 2028, and the Republicans don't want that to happen. But anyway, what do you guys think about this video? Let me know down below, and as always, see you all in the next political episode.